YouTube, welcome back to another video. On today's video, we're getting some work done on the Quackster truck. We have all the claddings mocked up. We have both caps section pre-cut already because those are OEM. And those that know about SS claddings, they know that the OEM claddings, the cap ones won't fit a regular cap. So those gotta be stretched out, split in section. So we already did that to both sides. And then we have everything pretty much mocked up, rivet in, well, with self toppers for temporarily. All that's gonna come off. So check it out. Everything's pretty much on there right now. Where everything's gonna sit on this one right here, since it wasn't sitting flush, I had to do pre-cuts on that so it could sit flush and follow the same shape as the bed. That split, we started welding that up, plastic welding that. Everything's pretty much where it's gonna be at on this side. Same as this side over here. We already pulled the dents out from the fender. That thing got pulled out, this thing got pulled out. I just put a little bit of body filler on there today so nothing will rust. Same on the door. My little cousin ended up welding that little door, the split that it had. Welded that up today, grinded that down, put a little bit of body filler, mixed with a little bit of fiberglass, so it'll be a little bit stronger. We got that on there as well. All these claddings are pretty much pre-fitted. They still got to come back off, sand down the bottom, use our panel bond, and attach them correctly. Obviously, finish welding this. I ran out of my little welding studs that I use. I ordered some new ones, so they're on the way, so I can finish welding this the plastic to it together. That goes underneath. I'll show you guys that right now in a minute. But everything is pretty much on there where everything's gonna sit, except this. I'm still gonna cut this and add the other ones. And then over here, well, let me show you. I got all this. This is a whole cladding, complete cladding set that my customer brought. One of the subscribers, big shout out to him. He brought us this whole kit to install it on another truck. I'll show you guys that right now. And over here we have another customer's truck that came in as well for some work. This one right here, it does have some work here and there. Obviously, you guys could tell that the bed, I think the most damage on this truck is the bed. They're like the bed sides. We're gonna do the complete body work on this truck, take care of those bed sides, correct the bed sides on there. They had already put some, I took them off already. My little cousin popped these out. They had the plastic ones on here. I don't know what these guys were doing, but I don't use this. Not for this type of wings. They had this on here like this. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these. We're not gonna run with these. We're gonna leave those off. Plug weld those holes. Take that off. So basically I have everything that we found on this bed. As far as dents, door handles, I ordered some new ones. We're gonna get some new door handles with the chrome handle on it. Mirrors, customer's gonna give me some brand new mirrors with the chrome cap on them so it can match. And then just take care of this truck, do the complete body work on this truck, get it back to looking fresh, and get it back to the customer. That's this truck right here. These Cadillacs are popular. We had already done the hood for him, but we're gonna go ahead and wet sand that hood one more time and respray it all together in one color once we take care of all the body work on this truck. Bed's coming off. I'm gonna pull all the dents out that we find in this truck and then just freshen her up, get it ready for paint or wrap, whatever he decides to do. This is the other side. They had nutters in there. I don't know how that was gonna work. I did not do this. Someone else did this job. But we are gonna refix it. And I'm not trying to bash on anybody else's work, or anybody else that works on these trucks. I mean, we do things a little bit different. Target got shaved right there. Obviously, we gotta block that. Handle has a relocator on it. Same on top. They welded the stake pockets And it almost looks like they used the Bondo brand. It looks pink to me in there. I have to check it, but that'll be for another video. That has to be blocked perfectly because they shaved the top rails. Make sure that's shaved correctly. Just go from there. But like I said, that'll be for a whole different video on this truck. Same with the blue truck. And this is one of our subscribers' truck that came all the way from Santa Maria. Big shout out to him. Got into a little accident a few months back. He didn't wreck coming over here or nothing. That was done a few months back. But he ordered a complete SS kit for this truck. So we're also going to install SS kit on this truck. Nice looking little single cab. We're going to go and replace the front bumper with a brand new one. SS bumper or SS pad on there. Complete SS kit. And he also wants us to go through this whole truck. I'm going to wash it and then try to find other little imperfections on this truck. This truck was painted a while back. He wants us to go through it. And if we find any dents, go ahead and pull those out. And then possibly paint it. We should be shooting the paint on this truck. So that's it for that. Nice looking little single cab. Another single cab. We also did a bed line on this truck a while back too. Back to the Quaxer bed truck. Yeah, we're moving along. Here's a bumper for that blue truck, the front bumper. Here's a rear bumper with the top pad I was telling you guys about. Super Sport. This one's for the Quaxer bed or the truck. But yeah, and here we have the K. I think this K, he ordered it from a Street Concept. But obviously we're gonna section these and then mold them to the truck as one piece, so they won't be removable. But yeah. Right here we're welding the gaps pretty much flush and close. We are using this welding rod, which is the same exact material as the same exact plastic right here, TPO, as the claddings. So that's what my little cousin's doing right now, filling in the little gaps through the back, and then the front we're gonna do our magic with fiberglass and everything else, body filler and all that, promote it, you name it. So at the end, when these things are done, they're basically gonna look like one piece. Like one piece. But 100% plastic. Besides the little fabrication we do on them. Those that are wondering what we're doing, it is a plastic welding gun that we're using. It works really good. I've been having it for a few years. You can weld all kinds of plastics, bumpers, wings, obviously this, you name it. It works really good, especially with the staples being metal. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna be welded in the front. Welded in the back, all welded in the front. So it's gonna be really good. Very strong. So I'm recording. So this is the staples that we had ran out. This is what we like to use to weld these plastics together. And this is kind of like the step we do right here. Obviously this cladding's right here off a single cab, the gray part, And the black one falls in the same family, which is TPO. In order for you to identify what type of plastic, you gotta check the back of all the plastics. And it shows you right here. Can you read that? Can they read that? TPO, which is thermoset plastic, olefin. So if you have the same panels, you could use it welded together. Otherwise, it will not bond. That's how you check that. And then we like to use these staples before we do any fiberglass or any body work on these. We like to put it together with staples, so it could be a whole unit. All these screws are temporarily, they're all gonna come off. And then we're gonna promote this. You have to promote this, sand this down, promote it, otherwise none of your materials gonna stick. Once that's off, promote it, sand it down, promote it, and then you could put any materials you want on it. We're gonna use fiberglass. That way they're nice and strong. And that keeps them OEM. It's still all plastic, all OEM. Instead of running the fiberglass panels, which those are fiberglass, but everything from the cab forward is all original. Of original real SS truck claddings. Show them, I'll get it down right here, look at. And obviously right here, we're gonna put some heat on this and then bend it under. Pull that off, put some heat on here and bend them under. So it could be all one piece. One uniform piece. So that's how we do that. Here we have it pretty much all welded up. Pop that screw out of there already. I like to leave a little gap because we're all gonna fill that in with the same type of material, welded solid through the back before we fiberglass it. So I'm getting ready to pull this out so we could put some heat on that, bend it under, and weld it through the bottom as well. Right here we're putting a little bit of heat, so we'll be able to bend that to the same radius as the original OEM claddings. Putting a little bit of pressure, we'll apply heat. Because I'm putting a little bit of pressure on it. And solito, it's gonna go down to where we need it. A little bit more. On your hand, so clamp if you use a clamp. Put some clamps on it that way it doesn't move on us, and then we'll close the gap on it as well. Want to leave a little bit of gap, cause a little bit poquito, the wear material. And there it is. Same exact radius as the original cladding, using the same material. So right now we're getting ready to weld. We're gonna weld it up in the inside. Throw some staples in here, all the way to where it starts curving. That way it's nice and strong. And then we're gonna cut the excess lip off to match that cab. Una máquina, mi primera. And then for those people asking, we do make our own brackets in-house. Every single bracket is made in-house for the claddings. So after it's panel bond and everything, we make our own brackets for the panel that goes on the doors, for the panel that goes in the cab, and then the panels that go in the, the panels that go in the bed. So there they are right there. Obviously the screws are gonna be removed, replaced with rivets, aluminum rivets, so we won't get any type of rust in the cab. And we'll do that on both sides. I know a lot of people hit me up, be like, oh, do I make brackets? And yep, we do make our own brackets. Everything's made in-house. So what we're doing right now, we're prepping all the body on both sides. Gotta take the cap down just about 1.5 inches down to bare metal. Because of the panel bond we use this type of panel bond right here. This adhesive right here. So it can make a good bond. And then right here, obviously, it's fiberglass. So we're gonna use fiberglass on the bed. Same on both sides. And then once we have a panel bond here, we're gonna seal it on top so we won't have get any water in there. Any type of debris, anything going there to create any type of moist rust, we'll seal it completely and do our body work on our panels. That's what we got going on. My cousin's fixing prep all the claddings underneath. Obviously they have to be scuffed. That will get a good bond as well. And we have these already on fiberglass. That's already. Here's both of the cap pieces. We're getting ready to promote them, so we can start laying our fiberglass. Here's the other one. This one has a little crack right there. Because I want to go ahead and weld it out through the back. This one. There it is for the cap corners. We got them in fiberglass already. We'll let that dry up. So right here we managed to put all the claddings back on. We still got to do our body work on the cap ones, but everything's basically back on. Curing with panel bond right now on both sides. He said as well. All the way around. All the screws you see on there is temporarily just holding our panels, putting pressure down on our panels so our panel bond will bond to the existing panel. And there it is for that. Over here, and then over here we have a hood that came in for some repair as well. It's a hood of a Mustang. It's a cow hood, cow induction hood. The fiberglass ended up splitting on it, so we managed to put our fiberglass resin in there, and we got it curing right now. We got it all stitched up to create that bond back on there. We're still gonna fiberglass in here all the way around this lip on both sides, because that's where it's separated from. Customers states that the hood flew open while he was driving, so that's why I ended up splitting. It's a nice conduction hood. Come on, cousin over here. Tres sueras, güey. Érgate. Ni está haciendo frío, cuz. ¿Ah? Este es el primo. We're about to head out to Fresno, pick up some resin. Our resin came in for our bedside, so we're about to go to Fresno real quick and pick that up. Meanwhile, this thing cures. I usually let it cure all day, and then tomorrow we'll take all the screws off and start doing our magic, our body work. And then next time you guys see this truck, it's gonna be fully done. We are getting a primer from the cladding corner, all this section here. We're gonna high build primer all this. Also on the top rails, all around the wing, because the wing is gonna go molded. And then the full tailgate as well. It has little dings on the tailgate. We're gonna go ahead and take out those little dents on it. That was pretty much perfect. And then we just go from there. And hopefully have this truck out by, I don't want to say a date, but hopefully, what's today? November, what? 12th. I'm thinking I'm going to have this truck ready before the 1st, before December 1st. So, te pones las pilas, primo, eh? So, we should have this thing out before December, and then get the next one in there. And the hood. Little quick job right here. This should be out pretty much this week. But yeah, that's what we got going on. It did rain yesterday in California. Dang, it's crazy over here. But we got a heater in here and shit, so it's all warm. So for the hood, we're able to get the fiberglass on there. We're able to fiberglass all this joint. It was separating all the way through, so we were able to fiberglass the whole entire hood on this lip right here. So we're gonna let that cure all day today. Probably end up taking that thing off tomorrow. And then we're done for this video. But before we end the video, I want to show you guys on the customer's blue SS Clone 2B. We were able to straighten up the frame on the bumper. We did a couple pulls on it. I don't know if you guys remember when I recorded it. The bumper was damaged. It's still a little damaged from the center, but we're able to do a couple pulls on it and we got it pretty much straightened up as much as we could. Man, the freaking sun is right on it. And then he's gonna bring us a brand new bumper. And then that pad comes off, the bottom lip comes off, all that's trash, because he's gonna get a SS cover on it with a brand new bumper. Obviously, before we pulled it, we did take off his grill. We didn't want his grill to get damaged because there was nothing wrong with his grill. And we removed the two bottom lights. We have those sitting over here. Well, the lights are inside, the grill's right there. Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with that grill, so we wanted to salvage that as well. So we removed that. So we're gonna go ahead and end this video right here. Next time you guys see this truck, it's gonna be fully done, fully molded. Everything's gonna be body work, primer, and then hopefully by then we'll get the next cat in, and then the blue truck in, and then the hood should be done for the other customer. That should be done this week as well. But thanks for watching. Big shout out to everybody that's been subscribing to our channel. And big shout out to the people that are coming through our YouTube channel. Because this blue truck, it is a subscriber's truck. Big shout out to him again. I think I already said it in this video. But then I've been recording for a while, so I'm trying to put everything together all in one video. But there it is. I'll catch you guys up on the next one. Peace.